Oh man, this is my YouTube chat right here,
Uh-huh.
and then this is my Twitch chat.
All right.
So I don't know. We'll probably play some video games in a bit. They're gonna jump on there automatically and start commenting about your mustache. I should. It's gonna. It's gonna fill up really quick. Yep, there it is. Hello.
What's happening?
Full speed. Let's get it going. Weezer is edgy.
They jumping on.
Hi. Double stashes. You're absolutely right.
Double stashes.
Look, see how fast it fucking starts to
It's like
go.
I can't even keep up with it. Every time I would comment and you never answered, I was like, he's being a jerk.
Oh, it goes by really fast. Hi everyone.
What's happening?
I'm doing pretty decent tonight. Who's the pedo? I assume you're talking about me, right?
Well, we both have pretty creepy mustaches.
That's right. Hi. What are we talking about today? Anything you guys want to talk? Ooh, someone said handlebars, bae. There you go, right there. Chat fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
Holy crap.
Hello, Dat Chop. Right? Look at this fucking guy. You guys were like, "Oh, Donut has the best mustache," and then my friend Colt came over. What are we gonna do?
It's a lot of mustaches to be in the same room.
It is the room's about to spontaneously combust of pure mustache awesomeness. Okay, how much have you had? Not much actually. So my friend Colt here, he's a firefighter actually.
If you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell, and I've been friends with him for a while now. He lives down in Charleston where I came to visit, and he was like, "Hey, let's drink some beers." And so now I didn't shave. I cut the handlebars off. So now we're hanging out and we're drinking some beers.
If you keep going, it's going to be like Hitler.
Yeah, we're mustaching together. You know, we get together and we drink beer and we think great mustache things. And Big Dude says, "I thought about you today." Well, thank you, Big Dude. I appreciate that.
Should I ask what he was doing while he's thinking about you?
Oh,
or-
Jesus. Chang says, "Ha, hose dragger, ree." Yak away as long as it's not about breakup sex. You missed all those streams, apparently. You wish you could grow a sweet mustache like y'all's. I'm sure you do. Favorite pickaxe? I don't have one of those.
Pick head axe.
You literally just finished watching your stream from my stream from last night on YouTube. Awesome, man. Yeah, this week I'm on vacation, hence me hanging out with Colt here. And so it's been pretty much a week of me drinking beer and fucking around at night on YouTube. So don't expect it to be a super exciting stream, just chock full of beer and stories. Do I play any video games? Nope, never played one in my life. I don't like video games whatsoever. Is that my dad? Is that your dad?
Holy crap. How old do I look here?
No, this is my friend Colt. He's a firefighter. He's a good guy. And he lives in the area that I'm vacationing in. And he wanted to come hang out. So we're drinking beers. And we're talking about nonsense.
Tons of nonsense.
Tons of nonsense. All sorts of nonsense.
Can't even remember what all we've talked about either.
We can't. Do I watch anime? I actually do watch anime. I'm waiting for One Punch Man Season 2 to come out. Unless it's already out. Is that out? I should start all of my streams like this with a beautiful mustachioed handlebar mustache directly beside me. I agree. I should start. You're gonna have to come over and be on every one of my streams now to start them off, from what they say, so we can have a handlebar right next to me. You guys see this thing? Look at that thing.
It's trimmed right now, though. It's not
is
even
that?
bushy.
What is that?
You can see my lips when they move.
Donut found his
It's
sugar
trimmed.
daddy. That's exactly what happened. I came down on vacation. I finally found my sugar daddy. I was like, that guy has a better mustache than me. There's my sugar daddy right there. Taking it over. Give us some firefighter stories, please. Look, someone even Crepe Maester even posted little fire trucks, man. You gotta get
ladder
them.
trucks, though. Ladder trucks are the short bus of the fire service.
You hear that? You heard it from the man himself. The mustache game is over 9,000. I know. I'm gonna have to cut it off. This guy's taking all my mustache game now. Who's behind me? That's my dad. That's my dad.
Not me.
No, that's not my dad. This is my dad right there. There he is.
I've already been.
There you go. That's Daddy Donut. You guys were asking about him the other day.
I've already been.
He has a stash too. Daddy Donut has a stash too. You guys didn't know that?
A stash with a little bit of chin. Under
A little bit of chin.
A little bit of chin.
It's a house full. It's a house full of facial hair.
Razor stocks are dropping right now because of us.
Yep. Cool guy. Someone says weirdest porno ever.
So I'm here to fix your pool.
Got extra sausage on your pizza. How much sausage did you want? Oh man.
3 gay men with facial hair.
What up, pussies? You've never seen so many parental disappointments in the same room? Thanks, Lau. Much appreciated from my oldest moderator, who's not going to be a moderator anymore.
Delete.
Good job, buddy. Is that my dad? You guys keep asking that. No, this is Colt. This is Colt. He's my friend. He's a firefighter. Do you want to tell a firefighter story? You got a firefighter story?
Firefighter story.
What's your go-to firefighter story?
Go-to firefighter story. All right. So I can't mention any departments because people might be watching. I was with a fairly large department, and the door going outside to the bay, for as long as I'd been at the station, you always pushed the door, it opened. One day Public Works was in there. They decided to fix this door. So we get toned out to a fire first thing in the morning. Shift just started. Multiple calls received. PD's on scene advising heavy smoke and fire. Run into the door. I'm first one to it. Put my hands out. I push. I hit the door. Everybody hits me. Things go dark. I wake up. I'm in the back of the fire truck. My captain's yelling, "It's burning! Get your shit on!" So it's kind of uneventful.
Did you knock yourself out?
Oh, dude, I was out cold. I probably still have a concussion from it.
Do that. Knocked himself out cold going to a fire.
Going to the truck. I didn't even...
Going to the truck.
We hadn't even got nowhere yet, you know?
Then you all died. They didn't die? Come on.
No.
Is that firefighter my dad? Keeps asking if you're my dad. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks, Art.
Get Medic in there and the
man.
mustache cult will be complete.
Totally.
Get Medic in there and the mustache cult will be complete. Mustache, you gotta see, I gotta show you.
Mustache Colt.
I gotta show you Mustache Medic's mustache, because it's better than ours combined.
Stop it.
It's glorious. Looks like an 80s porn star. Looks like Ron Jeremy, doesn't he?
We actually had a guy that worked with us. He couldn't grow right there.
Oh, could he grow everything
We
else?
called him the Bystache. And someone said if him and Hitler were to kiss, their mustaches would never touch.
Oh, God. Do you think Hitler really died? They were asking me that last night. Do you think Hitler really killed himself?
You know, it's a tough one. You know, they say he died, they burned his body, and then they say he lived to old age in South America. He was surrounded. Could he get out of the country? From an underground bunker?
I don't know. I think with his resources and all the technology the Nazis were working on, it's quite possible he may have made it out of the country.
Strapped himself to one of those VX rockets.
Yeah, man. No, maybe they had a tunnel, an underground tunnel.
Underground tunnel?
We got to think about all the crazy-ass technology they were working on back then.
With a U-boat?
Yeah. All the shit they had going. You never know.
It is possible.
What do you guys think? Do you think Hitler lived out to old age? Possibly he's still alive, like the guy at the end of Fallout New Vegas. What's his name? The guy with the casino. You know, he's living in some pod somewhere, barely alive, but the machines are keeping him alive. Oh, we talk about weird shit on this channel. Don't you worry, Cole. We're going to get into some weird shit. Hitler's turning the frogs gay. Yeah, I like Alex Jones. That's what's happening. Fired himself out of the Gustav railway gun. Mr. House. Yes, that's it, Mr. House. What if Hitler's living like Mr. House at the end of all that? You know, when I played it finally completely through, because I get myself so distracted and I don't play the main quest. When I finally played it completely through, I ended up killing Mr. House with a putter. I took a golf club and I beat him to death with it. The Earth is flat. Hold on, I gotta say this in Alex Jones' voice. The Earth is flat. Lizards are ruining the world. Oh wait, running the world.
A mustached Alex Jones.
Stop stealing all the handsome. Leave some for us mortals. you silly. Who wants a mustache ride? Hey, I'm just saying. If you come to this house tonight,
If I had $1 for every time I heard that one.
you're not going to miss out on any mustache rides in this house tonight, boys and girls.
I'll ask you more. How's a mustache and replace for $20? Hey, $20 is $20.
Bolt thrower. They found some undiscovered tunnels leading from Hitler's bunker last year. No shit. That's really interesting. If you're right, I'm gonna have to look that up, bud. Oh, you guys are getting very anti-Semitic in the chat now. We were saying that to hate on Jews, so knock it out. Best way to stop bruising? I can't help you there.
Don't do anything to cause bruising.
Yeah. Don't throw yourself downstairs. I'm sorry you made that mistake, 6 months ago, but you can't be throwing yourself downstairs now. Just chill out. Come to Fort Worth and we'll get hammered drunk on Zima and Jolly Ranchers. Well, from that statement, I'm assuming you're in high school, so I don't know if I want to come to Fort Worth.
Zima, Jolly Ranchers, and date rape. That sounds like he forgot date rape.
I seen a house where they think biker escaped to when he came. That sentence doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, man. Big dude, how fast do you want to get banned, man?
Yeah.
Have I ever had my uniform ruined by someone else vomiting on you or something? Several times.
Uh-huh.
Vomit, blood, shit, just name it.
Mystery fluid.
Yep, there's always the mystery fluid.
Mystery fluid's the worst. you can't prepare for mystery fluid. One is more stylish.
It's you.
Totally not me.
It's you.
This is like the nicest clothes I own.
Thoughts on the whole Border Patrol meth issue? I still haven't seen that video. You guys were saying they made someone drink meth or tried to make them drink meth. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, the last Border Patrol or Customs, don't want to confuse the two. They get kind of touchy about that. Was the California teacher that was making a big stink.
Oh, the middle school teacher?
Oh God, she was terrible.
I still haven't seen that one yet. She was just she was making a stink to make a stink.
I'll put it to you this way:
was.
that video, you start watching it and you're like, I can't take anymore, and you're like, there's like 10 minutes left of this video. I've never tapped out that early.
Jesus. Who's my friend? This is Colt.
Colt.
He you want to shout out anything?
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out like any of your shit that you do. He's a fellow rider, a guy I've been friends with online for a long time. And the place that I am on vacation to right now, he happens to live around here, and he wanted to come hang out and drink beers tonight. Do you want to shout out any of your stuff? We have Yinglings.
Yingling. The camera's backwards. It takes a few minutes to
I know.
get used to. Yeah, so I work with SCOnfire.com and Hello Web Magazine. Those are the two biggest things I write for. And take pictures for. I'm a photographer on the side and a firefighter full-time.
You Colt's a great photographer. He's a fantastic firefighter. He's a good dude. And his mustache might be better than mine.
Subjective, you know.
Oh, look at it, though.
Hey, but when you had the floating handlebars, man, it was epic. Now,
I cut him off last night.
yeah,
I went
that was
and I cut 'em
painful
off.
to look at.
Because I'm about to cut the whole fucking thing off.
No!
I'm deeply considering it.
Listen.
I like women, and I'm single now.
And if your women don't like your mustache, they're not the women you need to be talking to.
Are you guys gonna go bowling and get married? Your dad's a firefighter? My dad is a firefighter also. And his dad is a firefighter. There's a lot of firefighters around here. Except me. Hey, Primes girl. What's up, sweetie? Mustache brutality.
You need to grow your mustache down so they can't see your lips. You could never tell when he's talking. It'd be like one of those cheap
He
Chinese
was there for a while.
animations. Sam Elliott, man, you just see his mustache moving when he talks. He's got that low voice, so.
Mm-hmm. Fox, was it you at Fox? I think you said something about the HIV story. The HIV blood story. Oh Lord. Yeah, like one of the first domestic violence calls I ever went to. Still kind of new to everything in policing. And I pull up and a guy comes out of his house and he's covered in blood. And he's like, me and my boyfriend got in a fight and it was bad. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking bad. You're covered in blood. And like they both had head wounds, which of course bleed like shenanigans.
Crazy.
And I'm like, yeah, let me see your ID real quick so I can put it down there on the report. And he pulls out his ID and he hands it to him. He's covered in blood. And as he's like holding his ID covered in blood, as he is covered in blood in front of me, he just throws out there, "Oh, I just got to tell you, I got HIV." And that was a big like, oh shit, this is what you've gotten into with policing. Like,
This is my customer base here.
yeah, exactly. So I ran back to the car and grabbed some gloves and some hand sanitizer, coated myself with hand sanitizer before I went into the house. And it was, it was two gay dudes that had gotten in a fight. Both of them had HIV. Both of them were covered in blood. Their entire apartment was covered in blood from how they had beat the shit out of each other. And that was one of the first calls I ever went to. Domestic violence calls I ever went to. One of the first domestic violence calls I ever went to by myself. Yeah.
So someone was asking about a police and fire story. Got one for you here. We got called out to a man down. And it ended up being, when we got there, we figured out what was going on. Guy literally by the name of Jose. And this is going to sound stereotypical. It's not. This is the way the story unfolded. Jose had too much tequila and decided this tree in front of the post office was a great place to take a nap. So there was a translator on the scene who was just happened to pass by. He was one of the people called 911. We get the guy kind of awake, talking to him, and we see 5 cop cars. They go by, dude, so fast, so, and then the siren, wow, 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 wow. After the cop cars went by, I mean, they was moving, and my partner said, "Man, I wonder where they're going to," and I was like, "I don't know. I got a feeling we're about to find out." Sure enough, dude, 10 seconds later, the cop cars come in sideways. These guys get out. Guns drawn, they're ready to do work, and we're like, oh crap, what's going on? And then the guy that was in charge of them, he kind of had like an epiphany. He goes, maybe that was a man down with fire. They thought the call was a fireman down, so they were coming in, dude. They were ready to handle business, man. They had our backs. That's the way it should be, and that's the important thing. But dude, when he realized that, like literally, you saw the light bulb come. Maybe that was a man down with fire.
They thought it was a fireman down.
They thought it was a fireman down, man. They were ready to handle business though.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
So that's my story with fire and police. We're in the South. It's pronounced police.
Oh, 340 watching, only 100 likes.
You guys are weak. all this mustache,
Just
and
weak.
that's all we can get.
Yeah, right? All this mustache?
Mustache and Yingling.
Is that Dr. Disrespect's brother? Yeah. He's the middle brother. I'm the youngest. He's the oldest. Disrespect is the middle brother.
So I got promoted from dad to oldest brother or older brother.
Yeah. You're doing better, man. All right, if you're just jumping on, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there again. This is my friend Colt. He's in the location I'm vacationing in, and he has a fucking awesome mustache. So he's over here hanging out with me, drinking Yingling. Kind of like we did last night, where we just dicked off and talked. The only thing that's weak is y'all's mustaches. Why don't you go fuck yourself and get off my string?
Normally, the people who say comments like that are the guys who can't grow a mustache.
They probably can't grow a
They
mustache.
try to get the handlebars and it can't connect in the middle. Or it's so blonde that you can't even see it.
That's true.
Or they got black hair up here and red hair down here and it looks awkward.
Oh, you guys remember the Demon Kitchen dog from last night? Boo Boo, come here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Get up here, you little
This
son of a
dog
bitch.
is so awesome.
You guys remember Boo Boo from last night? Boo! Good job, Boo Boo. Good job, Boo Boo. Not the look, not the fucking dog donut. They said, "Oh no, it's the pupper." My ears.
One guy said he couldn't grow a mustache. Unfortunately, that's fine because you weren't talking trash about the mustaches. You know, you accept you can't grow one. Get on with your life.
It's a goat donut.
I accept that. What are you doing, baby?
That dog having an exorcism? Sounds like it, doesn't it? That's Boo Boo. That's what Boo Boo does. Boo Boo's got stinky breath too, don't you, Boo Boo? That's gross. What's up, my favorite heterosexual? What's up, man? 100 to 200 likes in a quick minute. Nice. Guys, I know I've been doing a lot of live streams lately, but it's primarily because I don't want to edit shit while I'm on vacation. I don't want to edit a damn thing. I'm enjoying the live streams because I still want to get on here and hang out with you guys, but I'm on vacation, man. I really don't want to.
Drink England.
Yeah, I want to drink Yingling, and I don't want to. I don't want to edit video, especially after everything. Undersea is going into police training to be a patrol officer for 2 to 5 years, then going into Homeland Security. All right, so what you don't need to do is think of your goal as Homeland Security. You need to think of your goal as to be the best patrol officer that you can. Honestly, dude. Excuse me while I go clean the blood from my ears.
I'm glad we don't have speakers to feed back.
Hey, LPNC, thanks, buddy. Thoughts on Domino's Pizza? I would rather have Little Caesars. Tell you the truth. What are your thoughts on Domino's Pizza?
Dude, well, okay. You talking about Domino's Pizza like 3 years ago? Or Domino's
No,
Pizza
we're talking
now?
about like recent Domino's where they actually started adding like butter and garlic to their crust.
Yeah,
and
they
stopped fucking
revamped
around.
it. They're competing, man. Domino's, we used to call Domahos. Papa John's was Papa Schlong's. Pizza Hut was Pizza Slut.
Yeah.
Used to be in the pizza business, you know. We didn't have a Little Caesar, so we didn't have a funny name for them. Little Caesars, though, they got that stuffed crust, and they upped their game a lot. But I bought 2 pizzas from Little Caesars the other day. It was like $18. I'm like, man, I could have went to Papa John's for this price.
Yeah.
You know, you get the 3 meat treat with the stuffed crust, and then like a pepperoni pizza. Man, you're at $18.
Oh, Fox, what do I think about Jimmy John's pizza? As long as it's boneless, it's pretty good. Can you lick my face? As long as you're an attractive female, Matthew, which I'm assuming by your name you're not. So
Yes, I do cook at the station. We take turns. We started this thing every Friday. Started with Po' Boys, and it's escalated. We've had everything from made from scratch chicken parmesan to wings done from scratch. I mean, yeah, we cook all the time.
you know, I've been telling these guys forever I wanted to start a cooking channel because I'm big into cooking as well. I brought my iron skillet, my iron skillet I've had for years with me up here just so I could cook with it. I've been wanting to start a cooking channel. You want to start a cooking channel?
I'm all
Dude,
about
we could
it,
be
man.
this. We could be like the Stash
The
Bros cooking
Stash
channel.
Brothers cooking
Yeah,
channel.
dude. We could make a killer cooking channel. What do you guys think? Should me and Colt make a cooking channel together? Because he was talking about peppers tonight, hot peppers tonight. He's just as passionate about shit like that as I am. We should do a Stash Brothers cooking channel.
I'm all about it.
I'm fucking all about it too. All right, so I've been talking about moving to Utah, and I've been pretty serious about it. But since I've been down here in Charleston, South Carolina, I don't know, man. Yes.
What was that, Colt? What did you do? Something I missed it.
Yeah, I know it's moving so fast. Everyone's like, yes,
Like,
yes, 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 yes,
Everybody
yes,
jumps
yes, yes.
on the chat. Like the people have spoken. They want a cooking channel.
Guys, I might move to Charleston, South Carolina, and start a cooking channel with Colt here, and we'll be the Mustache Bros cooking channel.
I'm gonna start on a logo.
Look!
I can't
Come on,
even keep
Stash,
up
Stash
with it.
Bros cooking channel.
I can't even keep up with it.
Look at
The chat, it's
you
like-
like this. You like the same hot shit and like the same kind of cooking that I do. Lots of meat, and a lot of mustaches, right?
Manliness.
Manly meat and mustache. That sounds gay as
Dude,
shit.
well, here's the
It
thing.
sounds
Man.
like a porno. Manly meat and mustaches.
Beards are played out. Mustache is the new thing.
That's true.
I mean, every tactical douche out there has a beard. Real men have mustaches.
Yeah.
Little Caesars is trash pizza where I
Little
live.
Caesars, you need to get on that because Little Caesars is actually kind of decent. Okay, you know what? Nothing is better for your family when you just don't want to cook shit and you're so fed up with life. You can go by and spend $5 and feed your whole family with a large pizza. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to do that. Our foods will turn you red and blue.
I'm a terrible judge of heat. I'll be like, oh, that's not hot at all, and someone will try it and it burns their face off.
This guy, he was showing me videos of him tonight eating like ghost peppers and what was the one that
The
with
brain strain
the brain strain.
and the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, he's got videos of him eating that shit, man. Oh, we could totally, dude. We could make a
Make
a
this a
spicy
fucking cooking
channel.
stream right now, or
The
I
must-
swear
the
I will
Mustache
unsub
Bros.
pussy.
They already showed their support for it. Guys, if I move down here to Charleston, we may make a Mustache Bros cooking channel. Oh, that would be
The
sick,
dumbest
man.
cop or firefighter story you have heard of.
The dumbest cop story? You guys saw that on stream the other night where the old no, I'm not I'm gonna stop. You guys saw
He
that one.
censored himself.
Yeah.
So, dumbest firefighter story. If I could bring a camera to work. Just kidding. If any management's watching.
Cole has been around so much fire that he can't taste spicy anymore. Donut, I know that you were in the Air Force. Do you have any information about becoming an officer? Who the fuck said I was ever in the Air Force?
As poppin' as his collar.
It's a
My
squid.
mustache will knock the shit out of your collar.
Nuts and cocks. Wait, I mean donuts and colts. Lime Skill, stopping by before you have to go running.
Colt with a T.
Have a good run.
And, interesting story about my name. You can't really Google me too much because of this movie, Winchester Jack. You Google my name, and that's like the first 3 pages of results. Just give up after that.
Sav, who's my cute friend? Fuck you, dude. This is Colt. He's a firefighter. He lives near here.
I'm not his dad.
That's not my dad.
I feel like I should keep throwing that out.
Any tips on preparing for basic training? Don't be a big old pussy boy.
I'm guessing a good idea would be like to shave your head before you go.
No, do a reverse mohawk before you go. And make sure when you get there,
Reverse mohawk.
yeah, make sure you tell your drill sergeants what you think. Like, tell them they're probably wrong about what they say, so speak your mind, Tell them what you think. It's the best advice I can give you for boot camp. They like when you speak your mind.
So I've never served in the military. Joined the fire department as a paid firefighter at the age of 18. That's where I've been ever since. Nothing but respect to the men and women of our America's Armed Forces, the veterans.
Your dad. They keep asking me if you're my dad.
This is. It'd be like we can't be the Mustache Brothers if everybody
Guys,
thinks I'm
come
your
on, man.
dad.
He's not my dad. We're the Mustache Brothers.
Brothers. Totally. 18, barely legal.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Holy cats. What's up, my dude?
Big spender. Is that your stepdad? I've been promoted again from dad
dad
to
to
older
stepdad.
brother to stepdad.
I was enlisted, Mr. Meeseeks. I was enlisted for 5 years. I got out as a third class petty officer. I was E4. Second cousin. This is my friend. You sons of bitches.
Second cousin, twice removed by marriage. All we need is a doctor disrespecting us, the stash trio.
Going H3. I played with Ethan the other night, but I don't know if he's on right now. Nice to see some father-son bonding between you two.
We haven't even started cooking yet, though.
I know. Come on, guys.
Dude, we might have to do a live stream tomorrow or the next day with the Traeger.
We need to cook sometime.
Couple of steaks,
Let's figure out how that.
some bacon,
Hmm.
some America.
Twitch has a creative section where you can like do creative things like cooking and shit like that. So we could live stream it, or we could make YouTube videos of it, of the Mustache Bros.
I'm gonna do a logo for that, Mustache Brothers. It's gonna be like one mustache that goes that way, one mustache that goes down. You just gotta grow that part back.
You ever watch the Barbecue Pit Boys?
Yes,
It can be like that.
I love the Barbecue Pit Boys.
Except with mustaches.
But with mustaches. I mean, like I said, sorry, no offense, beards are overplayed. Speaking of barbecue, one shout out, Code 3 Spices. Those guys are awesome. If you're into barbecue, check them out. Every time you buy something from them, they give a small percentage back to a first responder or military-based charity. Those guys are awesome.
Father-son cook-off? Shut the fuck up. Oh, man. Make something now. We're not going to make anything now.
I've never tried to roast a Reaper. I've done a few ghost peppers before. I found that roasting the peppers makes them really good to put into sauces.
Oh, Twitch mods. If I have 500 mods on, could you guys put me in IRL? Take me out of gaming if you haven't already. That'd be much appreciated. Barbecue Stash Boys.
Barbecue Stash Boys.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but if we don't have the brothers in there, people will still have a hard time differentiating the whole...
Deputy. 69 those stashes for me, Daddy. He donated $420.
I feel so dirty.
He donated $420. They're giving us money, dude. Why is the thumbnail the flintlock pistol for one of the Leo recaps? Because I went back and I found a picture, and that's what it became. Do you do cocaine and hookers with the firefighter? Who's Grizzly Bunny? Did you tell them we were doing cocaine and hookers together?
Well, you know, it started with strippers and blow, and then it ended
It's the
up...
same thing. Cocaine and hookers is the same thing as strippers and blow. You told somebody about our strippers and blow, dude. That was between us.
Dude, they're in the closet. They're not making much noise. Stashing, son. God dang it.
Oh, man.
Boobs.
Busted.
Boobs. Now that is one comment I can relate to. You know, a good set of boobs, men or women can appreciate.
He looks like the fire marshal that comes and ruins the party by saying too many occupants for this facility.
Got to get 35 people outside. There's too many people in here.
Oh,
I'm shutting
no.
your party down.
You heard it here, boys and girls. My favorite gun I've ever shot is a grease gun. What's your favorite gun you've ever shot?
Oh, dude, that's hard to narrow down. Shot a 1918 Browning that was full auto.
Please keep the mustache,
We learned
and will
that
this
after
get me a damn
we
right
put some
swipe?
links together.
Lol.
Sheriff's Department brought it by the gun shop, and they're like, "Hey, we don't know if this is full auto or not, and we don't know how to work it. So we put some 30-06 together, and it was full auto.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Someone sent you a logo on Snapchat.
Primes girl, thank you for the donation.
Oh, wow.
I meant to swipe right on you. I swear to God, it was an accident. If you want to come down here to Charleston, I'll swipe right on you many, many times. Just throwing that out there. How old is Donut? Donut's going to turn 30 in a little bit over a month. So Donut's going through a fucking midlife crisis right now.
Which means I was 2 when I had you, son.
Oh, Jesus. Do you hear that?
I started early.
I have to Donut. All the sneaky Asians will win. You got to watch out for those sneaky fucking Asians. I haven't told you about the sneaky Asians, have I? On PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We play on Asian servers because it's so easy. Because they lag so much. But to make up for the lag, the Asians...
I thought it was because they couldn't pronounce the letter L while they were trying to communicate to each other.
So they lag.
That doesn't help you strategy-wise.
They
that
lag.
They can't pronounce an L.
They lag so much.
You know, that's wrong that you're saying they lag,
well,
and they can't even pronounce lag.
It says rag. Hey, oh shit.
Holy crap.
Damn, big dude. Thanks,
I'm so
buddy.
glad you didn't ban him.
Thanks, big dude.
Wow. Wait, but who did he want? I'm so confused.
I don't know, dude. You want something?
The guy with the mustache?
Thanks, buddy. There's a guy with the mustache right here.
Thanks,
buddy.
Wait. All right, the Asians
all right, so
lag. How do they pronounce lag?
The Asian servers rag so much that they make up for all the rag by hiding in every nook and corner in the game. You've watched me play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yes.
They will hide in like the weirdest spots.
Behind every blade of grass?
Yes. And so you have to...
It's a fake quote, by the way.
You have to really, like, keep your eyes open. And it's easy to shoot them once they start shooting at you, but it's super hard to find them because they will hide everywhere, dude.
Especially if you have your favorite piece of body armor, which is a cast iron skillet. Is that why you brought the cast iron skillet?
So I can hook it to my back in case shit goes down.
Yeah,
and
that's part of your bug out bag.
Someone can't shoot me in that part of my spinal,
Your Cossacks.
Yeah, no one can paralyze me as long as I have
your
that.
Cossacks or your buttocks.
Yep.
His buttocks.
Big dude, again, thank you for the fucking giant super chat. Much appreciated. I'm good to drink for a few more days.
I'll drink to that. Not that I ever need a reason to drink.
Does Colt like revolvers?
Yes, I do. I'm a big fan of revolvers, especially single actions. I have quite a few. 32 caliber H&R and 44 Magnum, which is my favorite caliber. In fact, my daughter's first gun was chambered in 44 Magnum. It was a Mare's Leg knockoff, a Rossi, hand loaded with some 44 Special, and it was awesome. I was working at a gun shop. You'd have a Metro guy come in, and he would say, I don't know if I can handle the 40 or the 45. I'd like the 9mm. Tell my daughter, whose name is Kimber, I have a problem.
You named your daughter Kimber?
I did. My second daughter's name is Cara Lynn, and it's spelled Kahralyn. True story. I can't make this up, guys. I'm not that creative. So she would come out, and I'd say, "Hey, Kimber, what caliber is your gun?" She goes, 44 Magnum, and she'd walk off, and it's like, dude, you just got stood up by a 3-year-old. And it's like, all right, let's look at that 45. So, true story, dog, 2 dogs, Lab's name Springfield, Shepherd's name is Ruger, and for a while, my wife said our Christmas cards were awkward. Colt, Kimber, Carlin, Ruger, and Springfield.
Colt likes guns.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. We gotta go shooting sometime, man. Do I have a sister? I do. She's a police officer also.
Does Colt like the AK-47? So, funny story about the AK-47. Used to own an AK-47, and that's what I killed my first deer with.
With an AK-47?
And I was butt naked. So, let me explain.
Was this in Vietnam?
No.
When you were fighting
this was
the
at
GIs?
my house. This was at my house. So, I live in the rural country, and my shower, like the people that owned the house before me, the way they redid it, it was a tile. Ooh, holy crap! So it was a tile shower, and it had like a regular window, and I step into the shower to take a shower, and there's an 8-point buck in my backyard. So I ran out of the shower butt naked, and I grabbed the first rifle I could get to. It was an AK-47. I opened up the window, and I'm going to tell you the report from an AK-47 in a tile shower I would not recommend ever doing without hearing protection. But it worked, and yeah. Don't ever shoot an AK-47 in a tile shower.
But you were naked, and you shot an AK-47.
Butt naked. Luckily, the brass did not land on me. So that was, well.
Damn.
Holy crap, dude.
All right. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Paul!
Hi, Paul. Come here for a minute.
All right, I just broke my seal, so I'll be back in a second.
Oh, man. Can I use your little smoker doodle? Donut has 2 dads. Everyone keeps saying, "Hey, look, it's Donut's dad. It's Donut's dad." They're saying Colt's my dad. They're like, "Hey, Donut, is that your dad?" Like, no, that's not him. Not quite. You want to sit down for a minute? Come sit down. Come on. You want to ask Donut's dad a question? Here we go. All right. It moves kind of fast, and they curse
Where
a
are
lot.
the questions?
It's between these 2 chats.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta kind of pick up on them, guys. All right, question for Donut Dad. Daddy Donut. Was
Now,
Don-
they do move
they do.
fast.
Was Donut a good boy growing up?
Yes, he was a very good boy growing up, but a little mischievous.
There you go.
Never got into anything too bad.
Oh, shit. How gay is Donut? Are you proud of your son? That's a good one.
Of course, I'm proud of my son. He works from home.
Look, I got both my dads here now. They kept saying he's my dad. They're like, "Hey, there's another $100 from Big Dude. Thanks, buddy."
Holy crap.
I
think
can't see that.
I'm going to become a YouTube guy. You just pushed me over the edge.
Have you had any
Yeah.
encounters with police?
No. Only good ones.
Good encounters.
Like this one.
2 dads confirmed. Oh,
we need
man.
a DNA test to clear things up.
Is your dad Guy Fieri?
Guy Fieri.
Yeah, Fieri.
Oh, the
Fury.
guy on the cooking
Yeah,
show.
diners, drive-ins,
Yeah,
and
Triple D.
dives. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Triple D
Triple
guy.
D.
It's not him.
No. Maybe the hair a little bit.
Jesus, 3 dads confirmed. What's for breakfast? Man. Have you ever been pulled over by your son? I've never pulled Dad over, no.
No, but you remember that time where we had the womanless beauty contest at my work and I dressed
that-
up like a chick?
That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, he had so he had this thing at work where they had a womanless beauty contest. He dressed up like a girl for some kind of party. And so he met up with me and I called my zone partner at the time when I was a police officer and I was like, "I just found this freaking prostitute. You need to come ask her some questions cuz it's really weird. I think it's a dude." And you came over there and stood behind my police car and I'm like, "Look at this freaking chick right here. That's got to be a dude." And that was
funny.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Dressed up like Joan Jett.
It's you, dude.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Flavor Town. Have we ever
Wait, is that a bagel?
smoked weed? No, definitely
No.
not.
Never.
No,
Double-
can't admit to that one.
Dad and son cooking channel.
I've been replaced.
You haven't been replaced, man.
We're
We're
no
still
longer
the Mustache Channel.
Brothers.
We're
It's
still
the
doing-
Mustache
Father and
Squad.
Son show.
Why does Colt look like John Goodman in the Big Lebowski shirt and all?
I'd like to think more of a Charlie Sheen look.
He doesn't.
Do you drink drugs? I don't even know what that means.
Is your mustache still up for $4,000? It is. The mustache comes off and I'll mail it to you for $4,000.
Oh, dude, I'd do mine for half that.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm cutting into his business.
Does your dad play video games? Nope,
No,
he doesn't.
don't do video games.
Your brother reminds me of Paul Blart. What the fuck?
Wait, I'm confused. Is he now the brother and I'm the dad still? Or this doesn't make any sense to me.
Your dad betrayed you. He has a goatee and not a mustache.
My mustache does not connect to my goatee.
That's true. It's not a goatee because this part doesn't connect to the
doesn't-
chin.
I haven't shaved in a couple of days,
See,
but
it's
I
more
don't
like
connect
it's
it.
more like a Satan beard. You know?
No. No.
I know. I'm playing. I'm playing. Can you buy Dad's mustache? How much would you sell your mustache for?
I'll cut this goatee off right here for $4,000 and mail it to you.
That's what I'm saying. I'll cut the
It's
mustache
about-
off for $4,000 and
I
mail it
guess
to
it's
him.
about 2 inches right now.
That's what she said. Wait,
You know-
what happened? I'm so confused.
Do you like Trey Gowdy's beard?
Trey Gowdy.
So Trey Gowdy is a South Carolina.
Oh, he's the best dude.
Does Trey Gowdy have a beard? He doesn't have He doesn't have a beard.
Well, he's got that 5 o'clock shadow going on all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a beard.
But
Trey
Trey-
Gowdy's awesome.
Yeah, Trey Gowdy is our man here in South Carolina. He's an awesome dude.
So I
That's
want to
true.
put Trey Gowdy and Lindsey Graham in a cage match.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Donut dad eats bagel. What?
No, hey, he doesn't eat bagels. Leave it alone. We're firm supporters of the Donut Nation. We're at war with Bagel Stand.
Oh,
We hate
yeah.
bagels.
Okay. Yeah.
Down with bagels, bagel genocide, ethnic cleansing of all bagels. Get that out of here. Mods, please ban anyone that mentions bagel. Who the hell is Lindsey Graham?
That's what we're wanting to know.
Bagel war. Kill all bagels. Thank you, mods. Thank you, good mods, for saying that. Was Dad a cop? No, Dad was not a cop.
No, I wasn't a cop.
Dad is a veteran, though.
I am a vet, and I do support the cops. Back the blue, all the way.
3 mustaches cooking. Is that going to be our cooking channel? See, I hate when people ask me things like that. What's the worst call you've ever been on? That's like asking me, hey, can you remember the worst moments of your life and just hash them out for us for entertainment?
Yeah.
It's not a good question.
We need the Cliff Notes version, though, without you, like, breaking down and having flashbacks.
The three mustaches.
3 mustaches. Thank you for your service, Donut Dad. Where's Mama? Where's Mama Donut? She's asleep. Mama Donut goes to bed.
Yeah, Mama Donut in the bed.
Oh my God, what's my favorite age I've been so far? Probably 25. We'll talk about that later.
The bagels.
Archicon, thanks for the donation. Also, Wolflets,
And
thanks,
Weird
thanks for the
Uncle.
donation. Weird Uncle.
Dad, son of Weird Uncle. I've been promoted again. Hey, I could be like that Saturday Night Live skit, Drunk Uncle.
Cousin Eddie.
Was Mama Donut a cop? No, but Sister Donut is. My sister is a police officer. Grandpa Donut was a cop also, and all of Cousin Donuts are police officers. A lot of Uncle
How
Donuts are
old
police
is your
officers.
dad?
How old are you?
I will be 53 in about a month.
Lord.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm turning
Getting
30.
old.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 in about a month.
Oh, we need to plan a big party.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna come down here for it.
Mama Donut is a traitor.
I'm game. We could do like a giant.
53 years young. I like that one.
Don't take anything they say seriously because there are trolls in here and they will say some messed up stuff.
Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, that's just don't take anything they say seriously. Just ignore it. Donut looks 20? Thank you. No, I turned 30 in September, man.
I would never eat barbecue off of another person's plate.
Thank you, Vlad. Not bad for 53.
Am I the oldest son? I'm not.
I like to consider more of the wayward son.
What's your favorite donut?
Carry on.
Do you
My
like
favorite
donuts? Yeah.
I just like the plain glazed.
I like maple bacon donuts.
Maple bacon.
The guy said my balls are red for some reason.
They say they'll say some random shit. Sometimes it's offensive and it'll make you want to get mad, but you just gotta ignore it. Was Colt a cop? Colt's a firefighter.
Yeah, never been a cop. Just a hose dragger, knuckle dragger. I'll answer all of those.
Are you Eddie Munster? Go fuck yourself. I can't help it. I have a widow's peak. Someone said I'm Ron Swanson and Eddie Munster's love child the other day. Dad was Air Force. He wasn't a Marine.
Yeah, I was a fly boy, although I didn't fly.
I should get a real job. Wow. Wow.
Goat. You guys want to hear the goat? Do you
This-
want to hear the
Here
goat?
it goes.
All right.
Arr, arr.
Mom Donut was sleeping.
Everyone was asleep. Good job, Boo Boo. Good job.
Make the dog squeal. What?
Make it stop. Everyone's going to make it stop. Jesus fuck. Oh God, why? That's Boo Boo. You guys don't know about Boo Boo?
Man, that moves pretty quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. Guys, how many people are in the YouTube chat right now? What's the hell wrong with your turtle?
I love the people that are talking trash. It's like we can't even read it because the chat's going so fast.
420?
Someone asked if your dog.
We do. We have four. Look, there's 420 people in here.
Someone asked if your dog was a cop.
No.
There's 420? There is. Look, there's 420 people in there.
Gnarly, man.
You know what that means? Hey, 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 get high every day, right? My dad's sitting here like, nope. Nope, son. We don't do that. How drunk am I? Not much at all. Colt brought some Yinglings over. We've been drinking those. My weird uncle back here.
The creepy uncle. I really prefer drunk uncle.
Drunkle. He's a drunkle. It's funny, I'm the drunkle in this family.
Donut, you need another one?
Yeah, I guess I'll take another one. All right, any more questions for Daddy Donut?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
He's about to
Good.
go. Oh, there he goes.
And he's gone.
He's gone. All right, we got the drunkle back.
The drunkle.
Thank you, sir.
Yinglings for everybody.
All right, if you're just jumping on, the reason I've been doing so many live streams lately instead of actually making videos is because on vacation I haven't wanted to edit shit. I brought my computer with me. That's as much effort as I'm willing to put out onto my vacation, my clearing my head and like hanging out vacation. So that's why I haven't made very many videos. I haven't made any videos. It's just better to hang out with friends down here on the beach and talk
Drink
to you
Yingling.
guys. Drink Yingling and talk to you guys. My cat. Something's wrong with my cat, right?
Suppression. Pumper monkey for life.
Guys, guess what happens when I go row? Row. 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 That's what happens when I do that. My poor little goat. You have such stinky fish breath. What happened to you? Cold is the creepy uncle that shows up at family Christmas parties completely hammered and hits on all the single moms.
Not just the single mom. Stop it.
My ears, stop it.
500 for the dog.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Uncle Diddles. Is that a Colt's nickname, Uncle Diddles?
God dang it.
Uncle Diddles.
That's the kind of name that'll stick.
Your goat made me wake up my brother. I was laughing so hard. It's a weird sounding hamster. Thanks, buddy. That thing should be illegal. Boo Boo's a good kid. He smells like ass when he opens his mouth, but he's a good kid.
Actually, that's pretty spot on. Full-sized pistol concealed carrier. I carry a Glock 17 with an Enforce APL. Gun without a light is not a gun.
$510 for the rooster. You send me the money and we'll see what we can do about that.
I got a rooster I'd sell for $510. Americana.
Why do I want to move to Utah? Seems like a good area. And there's people out there I want to work with. But now that I've been down in Charlotte, or fucking Charleston. Jesus Christ, I don't know why I said that. Probably because of the Yingling that you brought me. Since I've been down in Charleston looks like a pretty rad area because I miss Mother Ocean. I miss Mother Ocean very bad. I would never move to Charlotte. That fucking shithole.
Yeah. So Glock, that's pronounced G-Lock. It's the proper
G-lock.
pronunciation. G-Lock.
Make my goat scream? The goat's in bed, bud. Stay in Charleston? I'm considering just staying here.
Got an extra room, man. Welcome to come over anytime. Wheels are turning now. G-Lock. There it goes.
Move to Seattle? I like having, firearms. So, nah.
Alright, so someone asked if I liked high points. That's always a fun one to touch.
You must like them.
That's always a fun. So, friends with a guy named Scott Mayer. He used to be the editor of Guns and Ammo magazine, online editor. He did a torture test on a high point. He told him, I'll either send you a broken pistol back or a check. He sent them a check back. It's not pretty. Sure, you can spend your money on better things, but it'll work. But it's not pretty.
420 for the demented rooster goat. You're not getting the rooster goat. That's my dad's, man. He's not giving up the rooster goat.
Why would you agree to 420 when someone already offered 5? Can you buy Yingling in Utah? Oh, that might be a deal breaker.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't think you can. Oh shit, I'm definitely gonna have to move here now.
What 9mm load do I carry? Hornady, critical defense or critical duty, whichever I can find.
Hey Colt, you going bowling?
Everybody
I like that
thinks
shirt.
I'm bowling. Charlie Sheen, man. This is a Charlie Sheen shirt, not a bowling shirt.
Make the dog squill. I can't. The dog's in bed now. I can't make it squill. It's done. Colt looks like he owns a windowless van.
That I keep down by the river, baby.
I live
Down
in
by the
a,
river.
live in a van down by the river. Man,
Hey.
I ate some good tacos tonight. I went to that. There's a place here in Charleston called the Loophole, and
But it's
they serve
Monday. You had tacos on a Monday?
they serve sushi, and then they called them the Five Spice Tacos, and it was one of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. It was really good. What about Colorado? I don't know, man. I went to the beach today for the first time in like 2 years, and you guys know I went to Bud's, and did a lot of ocean swimming, quite a bit of ocean swimming, spent a lot of time in sand, and there's something about it where I fell in love with Mother Ocean, with the sand and the beach, and I've been away from it for so long. I feel like I missed. I haven't been. I missed a part of myself, and since being here and fishing and hanging out on the beach and swimming in the ocean, like I really, 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 really miss it. So there's a big chance I might actually just come down here to Charleston and live. Kentucky? No.
15-round mag cap. We don't have that problem here in America. You can have the biggest magazine you want. Do I like the Colt 1911 or the Sig Sauer 1911? I love the 1911 in general. 70 series, 80 series, it don't matter. Sig makes nice guns, but Colt, Springfield, those are pretty good over-the-counter type 1911s. You want something fancier than that, it's going to cost you money.
California has beaches? California also has bullshit gun laws. I will never move to California. As much as I love San Diego, I will never go there. Unless it's for Comic-Con.
High Point is the best firearm ever. You know, their carbines aren't terrible for plinking.
My favorite YouTuber? H3H3. Ethan and Hila. Have you ever watched them before?
No.
Oh man, we got
so much catching up
we need
to
to
do.
dude, we need to get you into some meme culture. Jesus, Colt. The West Coast is gorgeous, but the laws here suck Uncle Diddles.
Wilson Combat, very nice. Very nice. You're gonna pay for what you get. You get a lot. You're gonna pay a lot. Ed Brown, that's another good one. M16, yeah, if you can find one, pay about 20-30 grand for one. It's Colt with an O, not a U.
Colt is a fucking
Drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid.
XP.
Entertain them, Colt.
My
All right,
dad was
I
on
gotta
a call
entertain
one
him.
day when a man jumped
His
on
seal
his
finally
rescue
broke.
truck and punched the window open. My dad kicked him off the moving
Just
truck,
taking
breaking
over. Glock
his
19.
ribs.
So Glock 19, Glock
PBTW or
17,
Dolphin
not a
has
huge
donkey
difference between the
brains.
two, but I prefer the 17. Like the full size sight radius of the 17 over the 19. A little bit more capacity. I've actually my 17. It's a bastard child. I cut the grip down so it accepts Glock 26 magazines. You know, the slide length isn't what's going to get you when you conceal carry. It's the grip poking out. So, you know, if I could have found a long slide, I would have done it. But the 17 was a good deal. Cut the grip down. It accepts 26 mags, but it also will still take the 17 mags. So that works good for me. pickles and nipples. G-Lock 20 for life. Daniel Defense MK18 is where it's at. Okay, so the 19 is not easier to conceal if you just listen to what I said. I cut the grip down on mine. It accepts Glock 26 magazines. Okay? This is what I've always been saying that gun manufacturers should have been doing from the beginning. Barrel length does not hinder concealability. Okay? It might hinder your draw a little bit if the barrel goes all the way down to your knee, but it's that grip sticking out that's going to print. So the 19 is not easier to conceal than my 17. I will throw down with you over that one.
Oh man. What are you talking about?
Talking about the 17 versus the 19 in concealability, and I was telling them that my 17, the grip is actually cut down to accept Glock 26 mags, the subcompact mags. So, yeah, the 17 in that case is much easier to conceal than the 19.
What do I favor? Why did I favor my 25s the most? It was right when I got out of the Navy, and I was in incredible shape. And it was the first time I'd been single in years. That's why I favored my 25s.
Someone asked about Palmetto State Armory. So, have you been to PSA down here lately? We've got two of them
Not
now.
down here. I've been to the one in Greenville.
Yeah, we've got one in Mount Pleasant and one in Somerville, and they're fancy, man. You can get some good deals there. And, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. It's frustrating when I worked at a gun shop because Palmetto State Armory, they are their own middleman. So people would call us up, say, "Hey, we want to buy this from you, but Palmetto has this deal on this shotgun. Look it up, man." And dude, Palmetto was selling it for about $50 to $75 cheaper than we could get it for. You know, because we were having to go through a middleman. Palmetto, they're their own middleman. They can get the prices way down.
Damn.
Not to mention the stuff they're manufacturing.
We like the stereotype for cops. I look like the stereotype for cops. He looks like the stereotype for firefighters because that's what he is.
Hey, have you ever seen the policeman versus fireman? The puppets? Fireman Jake and Officer Perry?
I don't think so.
Dude, that could be our barbecue company. Jake and Perry Barbecue.
Do a vid with... Do a vid with After Prison Show? I still haven't talked to him yet. I've been meaning to send him a message and say, hey, what's up? You want to collab sometime? We'll see what happens. I just now hit 100,000, so it opened a lot of opportunities I honestly haven't even tried to explore.
What was your position in the Navy?
Ah, man. I was an avionics electronic technician for a few years, and then I moved on to auxiliary security, and then I moved on to trying to be a SEAL. I spent like 3 years in the Navy just trying to be a SEAL as a new useless guy. I was in a NUG program.
I'm laughing with you. So, is that, you got some more to that, or is that about it?
No, I've told them the
Okay.
story.
Someone asked about building a rifle, and just elaborate on this. If you're building a rifle, okay, you can save a lot of money this way, and you can get exactly what you want. Here's what I recommend you do. Take a fool's advice, because I'm a fool. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You're building a rifle, write what's called a statement of need. All right? Write what you want to do with this rifle, because the worst thing you can do is just go out and start buying a bunch of cool parts on sale. You put it together, and you got a rifle that's not really good for anything. Decide what it is that you want to do with the rifle first. Build it for that need. It could just be a range toy. It could just be for fun. It could just be, for whatever. But, you want long range. You want something close range. Whatever it is you want, build it for that. So, if you're building a rifle, that's my advice to you. Figure out what you want before you start spending money. Colt is a Miami drug dealer fella.
They said that shit about me too.
Yeah.
Apparently,
it's
if
the
you wear
mustache.
shirts like this and have mustaches like this, you just deal drugs in Miami.
Where's my cigar
So-
boat, dude? I want a cigar boat. Should I pop my collar? What cars do you guys drive?
I drive an
Ram.
F-250.
Ram 1500 with the Hemi. And the 8-speed. Because Ram realized they couldn't build a transmission. The Germans can. What do you think about the police departments that hire 18-year-olds? The problem is in most states, 18-year-olds can't carry a handgun.
Yeah. Are there really police departments that hire 18-year-olds?
N-
I can see correctional officers being 18, but I don't think I've ever seen a department hire 18-year-olds.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know, like, for other jobs other than, like, patrol, I mean, you could do, like, the community relations officer stuff or something like that, but
Mustache Bros channel. People are sending me snaps. Sorry, guys. I'm checking my snaps right now. People are sending me snaps about the Mustache Bros channel. Mustache Bros cooking channel.
dude, that is so awesome. They're like working on our logos for us.
Hey, some Yingling. Mr. Anal Destruction sent me a snap. Have you ever thought about playing Santos RP on Gary's mod? No, Mr. Anal Destruction. I've never thought about that. Donut's texting the whores, telling them to come over. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let me go get that.
You don't know me.
Vermont's 19 to be a cop. I don't think there's any concealed carry laws in Vermont, really. You can carry open or concealed without a permit, if I'm not mistaken. Smith & Wesson or Winchester, go.
Fuck, I don't have a dog in the fight, man. I've never owned either one. Honestly, I've owned SIGs and Glocks, and I had a Daniel Defense one time.
Charlie Sheen when he was on Blow. Tiger blood, baby. So, yeah, obviously Smith & Wesson and Winchester, they're known for two different things. Bolt-action rifles, Winchester, hands down. Got a 1917 Spin Sporterized 30-06. Pretty sweet rifle.
You know way more about guns than I do.
I don't know much.
That's why we need to hang out. Your fucking kids are named after guns. He's like, I don't know much about guns. His children are literally named after guns. Literally.
In South Carolina, you can actually own a handgun at 18. Can't buy it from a federally licensed dealer, obviously. That's federal law. But you cannot carry until you're 21 with a concealed weapons permit. I got to renew mine online. G-Locks. It's G-Locks without the E's. Just a hyphen or a space. So, what are their names? My oldest daughter, her name is Kimber. That was an easy one. Second daughter, had to think a little bit about this one. Carolyn, Kahralyn. And the third child, we're not going to mention his name because I lost the battle for him to be named Barrett. And two dogs, Springfield and Ruger. Springfield's a lab and Ruger is a shepherd. G-Lock, Tyler has it right.
There you go. You got your gun questions. There's Colt right here. You guys, a lot of you folks seem to think just because I was a police officer and I like doing all the fucking tactical shit that I know a lot about guns. No, I like shooting them at anything that wanted to present a threat to me. I don't know a whole lot about guns, not nearly as much as Colt knows.
And actually, this is a
I
funny
hope
story.
you're proud of me.
One of the times
I
got
just
pulled
ordered
over,
a Colt LE 6920556 M4 from CDNN
ran the
Sports.
numbers on my guns.
Bring on the
It was a
zombie
1911 I was
apocalypse.
carrying,
Winking
a
face.
Springfield V10. Cool little gun. Fun to shoot at night. And the first thing he saw when he unholstered my firearm, Your hammer's back. Well, yeah, it's a 1911. You carry it with the hammer back. Your Glock is basically in the same condition, mostly. You just don't see it. Internal striker, firing pin block, a little bit of a pull on the striker when you pull the trigger, but basically, same thing. But, bottom line is the cop didn't know everything about the gun. He'd probably never handled a 1911 before that day in his life. Which is really sad. Everybody should handle a 1911.
I've never shot a 1911.
Well, we can fix that.
Oh, please do. I really haven't.
We can
I've
fix
never
that.
shot a 1911. I've always loved them, but I've never shot one before.
That hurts. Chocolate starfish. No hot dog flavored water for you.
Get rolling.
SBR AR-15, so I technically own one, but without it being licensed. It's a 14.5-inch barrel with a flash hider peened and welded by legal terms. So I technically own an SBR, but it's the legal 16 inches because of that. What are my thoughts on it? You don't really gain a terrible whole lot from a longer barrel. But you get a lot more pressure, a lot more noise. Home defense, you might want to rethink that without a can. It's loud. If you missed my AK-47 story earlier, don't fire an AK-47 in a tile shower at a deer outside. It's very, very loud. Your
Yeah,
ears
it's
will
probably
ring
pretty
for
loud.
weeks.
How many? All right. So here's the thing: if you ask somebody how many guns they own, they're never going to give you the truth
Ever.
ever.
In fact, I don't own any. Terrible boating accident
There you
last
go.
week.
Hear that? That's for us to know and for the government to find out. I've told you guys that before.
Terrible boating accident. I had all my guns on the boat with me and the damn thing sunk.
Hear that? No guns.
No guns.
No guns. Me too.
Yeah.
My guns were on his boat.
I've got a knife, but
Yep.
you see what happened to the blade. I don't even know how that happened. I pulled it out one day. Haven't replaced it yet.
You hear that? No guns.
No guns. Just a broken knife.
It's funny because they always ask me how many guns I have. I give them the same answer. It's like, I don't know.
What's the Snapchat?
You know my Snapchat. You want Colt's Snapchat?
Fighting boredom.
Is that your Snapchat? Is it like literally just fighting boredom?
Fighting boredom. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Like I don't Snapchat often. I'm a God comedian. I don't know if he meant God or good. But hold on, I gotta figure out how to do this here. Yeah, fighting boredom. Like so, that's me right there. If you do the code thing, hey, there it is right there. Yep, see a little fire guy, fire helmet. He didn't have a mustache though. I gotta fix that. He's got the thing under there.
Those are snaps I get. Fag. Did you see that? You big old fag.
Who knows what I'm gonna get now? I just shared it with everybody.
Good luck there.
Aren't there
Uncle
300
Diddles. Uncle Diddles. They're calling you Uncle Diddles.
Aren't there 300 million guns?
You made a terrible mistake, Colt.
You know, my life is a series of terrible mistakes. What's one more?
Dick pics, probably. You ready to see some dicks? What
Hey.
you're getting, boy?
I'll send you one back and embarrass you.
Not in this Christian stream. You're right. Do you think we'll have world peace in our lifetime? No.
Maybe if Donald Trump, like, carpet bombs everybody.
I don't think everybody. There's some Middle Eastern people that.
Glass parking lots for everybody.
I'll stop talking.
Well, we can get them all riled up.
We could. We don't. We specifically do not talk about politics in my chat, though. For
Someone just, another guy just asked if I had a boat in Miami to deal drugs out of.
you got the mustache.
Can you
dude.
Be down as a reference on your.
No, Porch, you can't because we don't know you.
Yeah, I could never admit in person.
Yeah. When your employer calls me, they're like, "Hey, what can you tell us about this guy?" I'm like, he was in my YouTube chat one time, and he asked me to put me down as a reference.
I know him as Porch.
Yeah, I know him as Porch. His name's fucking Porch.
What? His real name is John? It wouldn't work out well for you.
Colt needs to be a weekly addition to my channel. He may be. We're gonna be the Mustache Bros cooking channel.
Dude. We're gonna kill it, man. What's your Snapchat donut?
Tell Uncle Diddles we're not afraid of his little tic tac. Says Nikolai. Any tips for a first hunting trip? I don't hunt, so that's you, bud.
First hunting trip. Be ready to do something really dumb that's gonna f up your chance to get the big buck.
Make sure you drink the deer's semen the first time and you'll absorb its power. Everyone knows that.
You're gonna get excited the first time you see a big deer. You're gonna do something dumb. 17 all day, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody loves the 19.
What was your Snapchat?
Fighting boredom.
Like spelled out fighting boredom.
Like literally fighting boredom.
Fighting boredom.
All one word. I even spelled it all right too, which was amazing. I think I was probably drinking Yingling when I made my Snapchat too.
I know a great tip. Uncle Diddle's tip.
Generation 3, 17. Man, I love the Generation 3s. I'm a Generation 4 hater. G-Lock 19. Man, I started a trend. Everybody's calling them G-Locks now.
It's G-Locks, bud.
G-Lock.
We're going to get those G-Lock 18s on Battlegrounds. Should you be watching at 5:38 a.m.? Probably not. This is probably one of the worst things you could watch at 5:38 a.m. Oh, can I get one of those pouches from you? I see you pull one out earlier. I hadn't had a pouch in years.
Have at it, man.
I fucked my teeth all up from fucking dipping in the Navy. But I haven't had a pouch in...
$2.49
Oh my
versus
god.
crap.
Oh,
Pickles or apples? G-Lock 18 is better. M&P series, alright. Yeah, M&P series. Your triggers suck! Okay, how can Smith & Wesson make a beautiful revolver? Custom shop, 500, 460. Beautiful, beautiful high performance revolvers. And then they like look at the janitor and say, hey, I want you to design a trigger. We're making a semi-auto. I want it to be two-piece. Feel like a wet noodle and cardboard. That's what I want you to construct this trigger out of. Everybody's like, oh, put the apex in it. You know what? You shouldn't have to replace a trigger in a gun to make it usable. And there's a lot of people, M&P fans. Oh God, dude, you'd be better off talking about politics than bringing up the M&P, talking bad about it. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I like Bacon says, I'm your dad. Your mom says I'm your dad. It's quite possible. If you were in the Georgia, South Carolina area sometime around 4 years ago, but you wouldn't be on the internet now. So no, I'm not your dad.
You know, at least they're not saying daddy. That was a terrible joke.
Hey, drink the chew spit? No, when I was in the Navy, probably. I did, actually, a lot. Because I was on a flight line. You can't spit on the flight line. I drank a lot of dip spit back then. But
It's called gutting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Don't ever do it. But me and old Colt here, we're gonna start the mustache cooking channel. We're gonna come up with a good name. It can't be the mustache cooking channel.
You know, it's grown on me though.
Just the mustache cooking channel. The
Okay. So I must ask you a question: is that a good name or not?
mustache. It's got to have mustache in the name though, because then it wouldn't make any fucking sense. It wouldn't be unique if it didn't have mustache in the name.
Or at least in the logo.
Yeah, or at least on the logo.
What kind of
You know-
watch?
You know, I have you ever watched Binging with Babish? You ever watch that guy cook?
Oh gosh.
Babish, Andrew Ray.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you the cooking the cooking videos I've been watching a lot lately, just because I really enjoy his charisma. Is Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, I love Gordon Ramsay, dude. I can sit here and watch his videos all night long.
Oh, dude, do you like fish and chips?
Yeah.
All right, so shout out, okay, shout out. We're going to the Codfather. All right, proper fish and chips. Adam is a good friend of mine.
Mhm.
I actually shot his wedding. I got like a week's notice. It was awesome. Maybe 3 days. He's a cool dude though. Absolutely best fish and chips, and he's had so many customers come in. It's like, dude, I had it, and I've been in the shop and I heard it myself. I went to Gordon Ramsay's fish and chips place, and it sucked compared to yours.
Really?
I'm telling, dude, it's in the hood. Like, you're gonna be like, where in the heck are you taking me? Lock the doors. We don't got enough guns in this car, but it's legit, man. It is the best fish and chips you will ever have. If you come to Charleston and you don't visit the Codfather, you didn't get the Charleston experience. You missed out. You done messed up.
No, he's. Did you use a Glock to shoot the wedding? Someone asked. No, he's a photographer. He's a professional photographer. What's your photography company?
Three House Photography.
Three House Photography. He is a professional photographer. He does some awesome work. I like Bacon is getting banned because he's spamming that bullshit.
Yeah, and England isn't your city. England is a country.
It's
Adam is from Manchester.
It's a meme. They know that. We're gonna educate fucking Uncle Diddles on some memes. I'm not making that your official name. I just think it's funny to say Uncle fucking Diddles, dude.
Oh God, it's gonna stick.
It's not gonna stick. It can't stick. Because I said that, it's gonna stick. Fuck. All right, so me and old Colt here, we're gonna start a cooking channel. We got to now. You guys want to see it?
Dude, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Colts and donuts, donuts and Colts.
I'm gonna be driving across the state.
Mustache, Colts, and donuts. Colts. I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
Because I have been wanting to start a cooking channel for a while now, and these guys know that too. I've been talking about starting a cooking channel for the fucking longest time. But I can't like just start cooking on my channel that I have now and expect people to stick around.
M14, by the way. M1A.
I'll have you guys know though, this vlog I'm making of this trip is definitely going up on my main channel, and it's not going to have anything to do with my other content at all. And I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I'm going to put whatever the fuck I want to on my main channel. Uncle Diddles, glazed and confused,
Oh, okay.
He's not confused though.
All right. That triggered a memory. Talking about tased and confused. So this is gonna sound terrible. There's no nice way to say this. We're at the firehouse. We're watching an episode of Cops, and it is the tased and confused episode of Cops. Literally, 30 minutes of nothing but people getting tased. Right? We get called out to a really BS medical call. Ended up being a guy who was intoxicated. He's a big dude, right? 6 foot and some change. Probably 250, 300 easy. And he's drunk. And you know how when drunk people, They their fine motor skills, they go out the window. Kind of starts bowing up a lot, and he bows up to the medic one time too many, and I see the cop. Finger goes on the thumb brake of his taser, and I was like, it's about to happen. I go up to my partner. I'm like, dude. He's like, what? I'm busy. I'm like, look at the taser. He looks up, and he's like, oh, crap. It's about to go down. So, sure enough, man, this guy bows up one last time to this medic, and man, he's on the ground flopping around like a fish. We were high-fiving each other. It was probably not the most professional moment of my career. But, dude, you got to understand, we were just watching Tased and Confused. It was an awesome experience. So, we're like, you got to come back to the station and write this report. And the cop's like, why? We're explaining to him. It's like, the guys are never going to believe that, we're watching Tased and Confused. We run a call and the dude gets tased. No one's ever going to believe that. And sure enough, he comes by the station, man, showed the guys the empty cartridge and everything, man. I'd never been that close to somebody when they got tased. Tasers were still a fairly new thing.
Dude, it's wonderful. All right, we got Trevor saying that we should be named Mustache Marinade.
Mustache Marinade.
Airsoft says baked and tased. So we're coming up with names. We're gonna make this channel, guys. Because I'm, as I said, I'm thinking about moving here now near Mother Ocean and the beach, and I can be here with Colt, who is a culinary connoisseur like I am. Mustache Marinade. Why is no one talking about Big Dude's donations? We talked about it. Big Dude is an awesome person. He donated me $500 tonight, so.
It was legit. The mustache men. The men in mustaches.
Uncle Diddle and Donuts dishes.
Dude, you remember that time we got shit-faced on YouTube and you got the name Uncle Diddles?
Uncle Diddles and Donut dishes. Uncle Diddles and Donut dishes.
Mustache Cash Dash.
Dash of stash. Give it a little dash of stash. Chef. Have you heard of Chef Sean Brock? He works in this area. He was on Mind of a Chef, the Netflix show. He works in this area. He's been my favorite person to follow. I think he's still in rehab right now for alcoholism, but he's a pretty fucking cool guy.
Locked and Loaded Cooking.
Locked and loaded?
G-locked and loaded.
We could cook with firearms. Take some corn and wrap it in the tinfoil and put it on a barrel and then fire 2,000 rounds for that motherfucker and eat it.
Cook bacon on a barrel.
There you go. That one guy did it. There people have done that before. We got to think of some original shit.
I tell you what, though, man. You take a strip of bacon and roll your bullets in it just in case.
All right. Reciting says, good name so far. Stash Bash, Dash of Stash, Stash and Stashes and Steaks.
Stashes and steaks. Wow. That's got a ring to it.
Yeah, Stashes and Steaks. That sounds pretty cool.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Please do Uncle Diddles and Donut Dishes. We're not going to fucking name him Uncle Diddles. Stashes and Steaks sounds pretty cool because we both like. I don't want to say we both like meat because that's that's leading us down the wrong road into a gay porno, but we both like eating meat.
Barbecued meat.
Stashes and steaks.
Just in case you didn't know, barbecue is a noun, not a verb.
Stashed meat lovers. That's a porno name.
Cocaine and cookies. That one has got a ring to it.
Does. Primes girl, meat and stashes, my two favorite things. LOL. What's this channel going to be about? Us cooking.
Cooking.
You guys know, I've told you for a long time, I've been passionate about starting a cooking channel. And Colt here, my friend, lives in the place that I'm considering moving to, and he cooks and is passionate about it like I am, and he loves hot peppers and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. See what happens.
Cocaine stash. I'm not gonna mention the spelling on cocaine.
Meter beater.
Donut and Colt cooking shit. Now that is down to the point.
That is donut and Colt cooking shit.
What you gonna do, Donut? We're gonna cook some shit.
We're gonna cook some shit, buddy. Hoo-wee.
Sexy men with meat. Oh, there's so many dirty ways we can take this.
You just let me know if you need to get out of here, man.
Oh, dude, I'm good to go. You let me know when you're ready to go to bed.
No. I'm stellar. I'm gonna go crabbing here in the morning, but you're good to hang out. A 5-0 cooking show. He's
But I'm not 5-0.
He's not 5-0. He's a firefighter.
I'm on the red team.
If you do a baking channel, do Uncle Diddles and Donut Delights.
Wow. Mustache meat.
First episode, how to cook ramen noodles. We should take ramen noodles and incorporate that into like a delicious dish or something.
So, all right, true story. I used to work with an Asian dude. First thing, you don't do ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are legit bad. Go to an Asian supermarket and get something like Kung Fu noodles. All right, good noodles should have a little pack of oil and your seasoning. 2 packs of seasonings, even better. Kung Fu, that's good. Napa cabbage, a little bit of sausage, a little egg. Man, you can make up some good noodles.
Red and blue cooking. Get slurred. You should do that like dinner in a movie show. Oh man, you remember Dinner in a Movie? That was one of the coolest fucking shows.
Like the commercial breaks, they would have like, cooking stuff.
Yeah, Dinner in a Movie show where you cook some and then break down law enforcement things.
Or if we do movies, we do badass movies, not like the romantic comedies that they would do on Dinner in a Movie.
Yeah, like Rambo, shit like that.
Rambo, Deer Hunter,
Sneaky Asians. Mm-hmm.
man movies. Big Lebowski.
What's up with the donations? Old boy felt like giving me $500 tonight. Not gonna argue with it.
I mean, I think he was hypnotized by the mustaches.
Meat makers.
Meat makers. So one thing I've actually talking about this cooking and being passionate about it. A friend of mine, Eric, he cures his own bacon, and dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never had my mouth water before when he posts the pictures of him curing his own bacon. I mean, bacon is something everybody can agree on. So yeah, that is one thing I do want to try, curing my own bacon.
Pretty cool. 2 stashes, 1 skillet.
Casting stash. I just made that one up. It sounded better in my head. I should have just pretend I read it.
2 grown men slapping meat around. It's another one of those I don't want to go down.
Alright, so I am a career firefighter. EMT. Hazmat specialist. Alright, so someone asked an actual good question, alright, because there's been some videos come up where people make this a big deal. Why does the whole engine go with, the entire crew to the store? Alright, so NFPA engine company is 4 people, alright? That's a driver operator, a captain, slash officer, one guy to be on the line with the captain, and one guy to catch the hydrant. That's the minimum NFPA recognized engine company. when you split that crew up, okay, even if you have 5 people or 6 people on a crew, okay, what you're doing is you're taking people off the truck that could be assisting at a fire scene. You're technically required to have 2 people in, 2 people out. So a 4-man engine company barely covers that from a legality standpoint. And when you start splitting up a crew so someone can go to the store, what you're doing is you're splitting up that crew continuity. You're splitting up that crew. You're reducing your manpower. Take the whole crew. Take the whole truck. Do everything together.
We're talking about going to a store and buying shit, right?
Yeah, and you've seen the videos on YouTube. You get the guy. I'm recording you. You're spending my tax dollars. You're had someone one time. Your fire truck is taking up 4 parking spots. Well, there's 4 of us on the truck. If we would have drove separate, we'd have been taking up 4 spots.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. No.
Okay. So there you go.
So
That's why you say that's why you see a bunch of firefighters going to the store at one time, because they can't split up in case there's an emergency. They need to jump back onto the truck and go to the emergency.
And realistically speaking, that truck is going to have a quicker response time when it's out and about, not responding from the station. So, red and blue cooked for you. Hey, that's
pretty cool too.
That kind of rolls off your tongue. Hey, we're trying to answer all the ones I can. Sometimes that chat, it goes kind of fast, man. Yes, I have worked on a rescue. I loved working on a rescue, but I am a pumper monkey.
That's the only benefit of driving a large vehicle. You can park where the fuck you want.
Yeah, and we park in the fire lanes even when there's not a fire. That way we can get back to the truck faster. And besides, you always have some jerk saying, "Hey, you took up 4 parking spots." Yeah, it's a big truck.
There you go.
My carry gun, Glock 17, grip cut down to accept 26 mags. Subcompact grip on a full-size gun.
Any fisting deaths? You're gonna have to talk to Detective Coffee about that. It's another one of my streamer buddies who's an officer. He's got a good story about a guy fisting another guy to death. So.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't know about that one. Yes, I actually do have a pipe. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about smoking pipe tobacco.
Pipe is relaxing. Just got to know how to smoke the pipe, man, because you try to rush it, it's going to get that acidic, nasty fluid in your pipe. You don't want that.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Donut, what do you carry?
What do I carry? I'm carrying a little Smith & Wesson revolver right now. Tobacco.
Tobacco. What do I think about the Glock 19? Glock 19's a great gun. I prefer the 17 over the 19. I'm kind of a very rare breed of people that do that. It seems everybody likes the 19 over the 17. Not a huge difference, really.
Porn stash and revolvers.
Porn stash and revolvers. But felons aren't supposed to have guns. Not a felon.
1911 or Glock? I'm going to say Glock right now because I haven't shot many 1911s. What do you say? 1911 or Glock?
That's a touchy one. For everyday carry, I do prefer a Glock. 1911's a beautiful gun. John Moses Browning, he was a brilliant man, way ahead of his time.
What have I been drinking tonight?
Your God.
Yingling. Quite a bit of Yingling. I'm actually gonna grab another Yingling.
All right, you carry a Glock and it just doesn't have enough rounds for you. Could you use your M9 without being reprimanded? All right, politely put, why would you want an M9 over a Glock? Like, really? Why? Why? I could keep doing that forever. Would you want a Beretta over a Glock? Sierra Nevada, good beer. If you're into some of the tastier stuff. Am I smoking anything? No. Have I ever kicked a man off your rescue truck? When I was on a rescue, it was a two-man rescue. 2 firefighters. One of the only trucks in that department that didn't have like a assigned captain to it. So that was a lot of fun. Showing up as a firefighter and everybody trying to tell you what to do. What about a Deagle? Desert Eagle. They're fun. You get them in typically 3 different chamberings. One of the few automatics you can get in 44 Magnum ever since Grizzly went out of business. The Grizzly 1911 is on my list of guns to own. You can get it as a 44 Mag 1911. It's a thing of beauty. Colt Python, beautiful gun. A lot of people don't understand what all went into making the Colt Python as amazing as it was. That's a gun that was hand fit, all the parts. They didn't just go together. You actually had somebody at Colt who was sitting there with stones and files who made all of the parts go together and work. Hand fit parts are always going to work better than a gun that just, assembles. Yeah, Colt Python, it's up there with best revolvers. Smith & Wesson Custom Shop, they've got some great stuff too. One of the best shooting guns I ever shot was a Smith & Wesson 460 with the progressive rifling and the brake it had. Now I'm a pretty wide dude, and from behind you could see the flames outside my shoulders, and I mean it felt like I was shooting a 9mm. It was phenomenal. Python over the Anaconda.
Cody and Colt cooking.
Cody and Colt. Very unoriginal, but it kind of works.
Yeah.
But there's no mustache.
What was the one we were talking about?
I can't
First
remember.
one? I can't remember it either. It was fucking mustaches and beat. Something like that. Have I showed him the special robot? I don't think so.
I'm afraid.
2 stashes, 1 sausage.
5-alarm cooking. Dude, it sounds like we're going to come up with some pretty spicy stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, it was. Stashes and steaks. That's what it was.
Stashes and steaks, yeah, that one. But, we'd do more than steaks.
Yeah, but I think both of us can agree on steaks are awesome.
All right, 10mm or 300 Blackout. So I was a fan of the Blackout before it was a Blackout, when it was still the Whisper. It was a Wildcat. Then AAC came along and said, hey, we need to turn this into a production round. It was much cooler when it was the Whisper because not many people knew what you were talking about. As for the 10mm, huge 10mm fan. It's a high pressure round. The only fallback to the 10mm is unless you hand load or buy something like Buffalo Bore, chances are you're buying 40 Smith & Wesson loads in a bigger case, and it's not really being all it could be. It's just an oversized gun basically shooting 40 Smith & Wesson. YouTube and guns. But it's a cooking show. That says nothing
True.
about cooking.
You put guns into the cooking show.
Yeah.
We gotta do.
Yeah, I live out in the country. I can actually shoot from my deck where my grill's at. In fact, if I could guarantee I wouldn't hit the chain link fence, I could actually shoot my targets on my range from my deck. Yeah, the beautiful thing about a 300 blackout is it's just a barrel swap away, or just a upper. Same magazines, just don't mix up your mags. You don't want to shoot a 300 blackout on a 5.56 223 upper.
Colts and cooking.
Colt. Well, I mean, if we both carried Colts, that could almost work.
It's true.
What's going on? Yes.
What's going on is I'm dicking off with my friend Cole here.
All right, so Dan Van Winkle actually asked a good question. E1, Pierce, Fiera, Seagrave, American LaFrance, what's your favorite one? All right, if you're talking about the New York manufactured American LaFrances, huge fan. I actually own one, a 1976 Century open cab, Detroit diesel, 671, inline 6. Huge fan of the older LaFrances. American LaFrance actually went out of business in my hometown of Bunk's Corner. That's hopefully not the only thing we're known for. I'm a big KME fan.
He knows more about this shit than I do.
Fire trucks, yeah.
Fire trucks, guns. Like I said, guys, like I did the whole police thing, the whole SWAT thing. I can shoot well, but when it comes to the little technical things of guns, this is your guy right here.
If you can't hit with a 45, you should be carrying a 9mm. Okay, so here's the thing. If you can't hit with a 45, chances are you can't hit with a 9mm and you need more range time. Then you can consider what you want to carry. 50 Browning machine gun. Anything that started as a 30-06 and got bigger is good in my book.
Oh man, probably gonna start winding it down because I gotta go. I am going crabbing tomorrow with a friend.
You have crabs?
I'm gonna get some crabs tomorrow. Like I don't.
You came all the way to Charleston
It's fun
to get crabs?
As fun as this week has been, I haven't gotten crabs yet. Miraculously. Jacoby, what's up, man? Remember when I was the only one left on a stream? I do. The stream's grown since then. I have to play PUBG. Have you ever played PUBG?
No, I have not.
You never played Battlegrounds?
No. I've got one computer. It's a MacBook Pro. I don't know if it could even do many games. It's only 10 p.m. That must be a left coaster. Because
Yeah.
it is totally 1 a.m. here.
Yeah.
Well, 1:09.
Guys, I'm only starting to get off the stream because I'm going crabbing in the morning with Miss Rita. If you follow my Instagram, you know who Miss Rita is.
Be right back.
Awesome person. Miss Rita worked for SLED, South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, which is like our state division. She worked for them for like 25 years. She still solves cold cases to this day. An amazing lady. Like when people around the country, especially South Carolina, are having trouble solving cold cases, they talk to her, and she helps them out. And I'm going crabbing with her tomorrow, and she's an awesome lady. Check out my Instagram to see her. And she's not my sugar mama. Shut the fuck up. But no, my family, not just me, my family's going crabbing with her tomorrow. She's all into crabbing. And she knows all the spots around here. And I'm going to try to catch some blue crabs and cook them up. I'll put that in my vlog because I'm making a huge vlog about this. And it's going on my main channel because you guys know I'm not about consistency. And I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, just go ahead and say your goodbyes.
Goodbyes.
Mr. Cole here. Do you have anything you want to shout out? Any like pages or anything?
All right, so one nonprofit, two nonprofits I'm very passionate about, and opposite ends of the spectrum. One's from the blue team, one's from the red team. Blue team, check out American Armor Foundation, AmericanArmor.org. These guys do amazing work. What they do is they provide, on a grant type basis, ballistic vests to departments who cannot afford them. Do a little bit of research on this. When you realize how many departments and agencies across the country cannot afford vests for their people in this day and age, it is
Yep.
staggering.
That's true.
Holy crap. And then, of the ones who can, some of them, what they actually do is they do the swapping of vests, which means you got an officer getting off of a 12-hour shift, pulling this hot, sweaty vest off and handing it to Donut here. Chances are you don't want to have my hot, sweaty vest and then put it on. It's disgusting.
Yeah. He's right. There are departments that cannot afford vests for everyone. As sad as that sounds.
I'm going off the top of my head here, but when you look at the actual percentage, your jaw will drop because it's like 30 or 40%.
Well, what was that website?
AmericanArmor.org.
AmericanArmor.org.
In fact, the only decal that's on my truck right now is an American Armor decal. That's how much I support them. Highly, highly, highly recommended. 501c3 nonprofit. The other one that I'm a huge supporter of is the Low Country Firefighter Support Team. I'm a very active member of that group. They provide emotional support, behavioral support for first responders, primarily in the state of South Carolina, but they will not turn anybody away. 24/7 peer-based counseling and also clinicians. Here's the nitty-gritty of it, folks. By roughly double, more firefighters die by suicide than they do by fighting fire. All right. I don't have the law enforcement statistics in front of me, but I would bet my left testy that they're very similar, if not worse. So
Yep.
that's just the fact of it. Also, a 501c3 nonprofit, firefightersupport.org is the website for that. Either one of those two, if you're looking to give money to a worthwhile non-donut cause, I would highly recommend either one of those because they are legit. I'm friends with the head honchos of both, and legitimately good places to donate your time, money, efforts to.
Yeah. So, we're going to sign off for the night here in a moment. We loved your questions.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was a good time.
This was
It a good time.
legit.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was a legit time. We're an amazing duo. Thank you. We're probably going to have a cooking show
I
here
can't wait
soon.
till we start cooking, man.
We're going to have a pretty rad cooking show. Because like I said, I'm deeply considering coming down here to Charleston, South Carolina to be near the ocean. I love Mother Ocean.
And my mustache.
And his mustache. I can't stay away from that.
It's
You
got
guys
its own
know that.
gravitational pull.
That's true. Everyone,
Apple A, I'm really concerned.
thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling with us. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for letting us talk about all the dumbass shit we had to talk about. Mustaches that cook. We're gonna come up with a good name. We're gonna have a pretty good YouTube channel. I think we're gonna do good. We're gonna do good. Primes girl, I love you. Hit me up.
Just happened to be a good wingman. He's recently single. If you haven't heard, flood his Snapchat with breastises.
Yeah, not dick pics.
Not dick pics.
No dick pics, please. But everybody, please have a fantastic night. Love you guys. It was fun. It was fun talking to you.
It was legit.
See you guys later.